All right. So today is Monday the 12th. We've still got a little bit of time before market opens, but I just thought I'd start the video now because the day's looking fairly clear to me already, right? So overall, I'm bearish. Now the reason is we do have higher time frame highs up here that it does look like we're going towards overall, but short term I'm bearish. I want to see some of these lows get taken out. So 4 hour time frame, as you can see with ES made an SMT, ES swept this high, and then if you look at this 4 hour candle closure, that is crazy displacement inverse in that gap, right? So obviously that leads me to believe we want to at least take this low, but I'm thinking probably this low as well, and then continue higher. So what I want to see for the day is obviously we've got this 4 hour bearish gap now. I want to see us trade into that, taking this high, which is London high, and then maybe mess around in there, do another sweep, a bit of manipulation, and then eventually trade lower and come for these lows. And now that I'm looking at it, maybe even these lows, right, relatively equal. So obviously, yeah, today's a no news Monday, and we've got, I think it's CPI tomorrow on Tuesday, so you're not expecting the best probability price action, but because the day's setting up so clear, I'm open to take a trade. And if we do get something like this, which is what I want, then I will obviously be getting into shorts. But if we, it doesn't look like it, but if we somehow leave this gap unfilled and just dump, then I'll take longs up to the gap. But since we're so close, and obviously we've still got just under a couple hours till open, I believe we'll probably pump up into this, maybe reach up to premium, maybe not, doesn't need to do it, but it could do. There is this hourly unfilled up here, so might want to come fill that too. And then I'm expecting us to trade lower today. So we'll see if we get any trades. Okay, so market's just open. Same exact thing, right? Still want shorts. We have filled that 4 hour gap, and it looks like we're heading towards this 1 hour. Now, that's a good thing. I did want to see this 1 hour get filled. So this is realistically, hopefully, the highest we should go in this AM session. We should fill this gap somewhere inside this gap. Like I said, we may want to come to the premium part, which would be nice, which would obviously be here. And then hopefully we can get a short setup down towards these lows. And it is looking good. We've got lots of low resistance on the 5 minute, and then we've got this low relatively close to this low, right? So let's see what we can get. Okay, so we're kind of just pumping with no sign of stopping, right? We tapped this 15-minute gap. Like we've had a couple rejection-ish, then followed by a bearish candle, but we're just not having anything serious, so it's going to be hard to find a short here. Obviously, we've now got this unfilled 5 minute open, which is a good draw, but like there's no entries here, right? There's not even any lower time. So wait and see. What we could maybe do is tap the 5 minute, trade higher, and then get a short off that leg, and then come and refill the 5 minute, because this thing is quite, well, it's very big. Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe I'm just wrong, right? Maybe we don't want to sell off, but that's absolutely fine. I'm not going to be taking longs just because of how this chart looks to me. It looks completely ridiculous to take longs. If we end up trading like up here, then maybe I'll look to get longs because it's now obvious we want this high. But while we're still at around premium of this range, we got gaps to the left, hourly, 4 hour, 15 minute. I'm just going to be looking for shorts, right? So let's see if we get anything. Also, even though there's no IFVG here and actually no confirmation at all, we haven't even got the CISD, this just looks like a good kind of short kind of pattern. Like it looks like taking shorts around this point would not be bad, but obviously we're so close to that 5 minute. We'll just wait and see what we do when we tap it. Okay, there we go. We kind of got a little sell off at 5 minute gap. Now, obviously, like I said, not interested in longs one bit, but it's hard to obviously short when you're inside this gap. So ideally what I'd want to see really is trade higher and then get like an inverse like this. But we might not get it right. Like we could just sell off here and just go straight back down with not really any entries, which is fine. But this is kind of what I'd want, what I'd take. Like I said, obviously it does seem clear to me, but it is a no news Monday with CPI tomorrow, so I'm more than happy to not trade, right? I'm not really looking for a trade. Okay, so we've kind of done what I said. We've lightly filled the 5 minute and we've then traded higher. We've actually quite aggressively. Now if we get a short, there'll probably be like a 2 minute or a 3 minute gap by the time we end up coming back down. But if we get the short of that, I'll take it. But if we don't and we just trade higher, I just don't think I'll trade today because we may just be bullish, right? I may just be wrong and we're just bullish, which is fine. Obviously, no harm done, not taking any losses, but like I said, I'm not interested in taking longs. But ideally, you know, we get this, hopefully, this 2 minute invert, and that does look really good because that'll be, for me, that'll be no reason to come and take this high, and then we'll hopefully, well, not when we get this short, but I mean, we could have a 15 minute unfilled, but we've got the 5 minute, which is filled, but very, very unlikely. I mean, still have discount of this range to go and reach into. So yeah, we'll see what we get, but very cautious today. Okay, we're starting to get some downwards momentum here. Obviously the candles at the moment are printing quite small, and it's quite, if I go down to 1 minute chart, it's just consolidation. But we've got an SMT here, right? Lower time from SMT, which is nice. Now I'll give this, like, after this one, 2 or 3 3-minute candles closes if we do it, because obviously I want to see the oh well, there's a 5 minute gap now, so I'll be waiting for that. So I'll give it 1 or 2 5-minute candles. You know, obviously I want to see us close below the 5 minute gap with some displacement. If we do, I'll be taking a short, and if we don't, I'll be taking anything. So let's have a see. Okay, so 5 minute close, closed close, but not to inversing it. Got a 15 minute unfilled, which is an absolutely brilliant target. So I'm hoping this next 5 minute candle can offer us a decent close. We do have a tiny volume imbalance here, so it would just be nice to close below that as well, just as a bit of extra confirmation and displacement. Then I'll go in with the trade looking something like this. I'll probably go break even at the 15 minute, and then I reckon a good target would be thingy. Discount of the range, so something like that. So let's see what we do in these next 4 minutes. Hopefully we close below, and hopefully we don't close too far below. Okay, so we respected the 5 minute. We've now traded higher. We've changed in state. Not that we were ever bearish in the first place, but so we closed above there, order block. Now, again, like, because I'm still very bearish, and because we've still got these good targets, the unfilled 15, we've got that 5 minute intermediate term low. Like, if we can do something like that again, I will take it, but this is the last time I'm saying that, right? So if we come take this high and then just continue higher, then I'm done. But I'll give it one more try, right? Obviously, if we now inverse it without sweeping this high, I'm not taking it because I'm not delivering from anywhere. But yeah, so I want to see this high taken basically before anything. But this is looking like a no trade day. Looks like we're just going to chop. If you look at the 1 minute chart, it does not look good. Looks like we're just going to chop and trade higher, which just does not fit my bias at all. So that's absolutely okay. I mean, look, we've swept the high now with an SMT, which is nice, but what the hell is this? These are the smallest candles I've ever seen with the biggest wicks. There's not a single gap in this whole entire leg. This is just terrible price action, so I'm going to call it a day here. It's kind of what you expected. It's the day before CPI, but you know, there's no problem with coming on, having a look. Yeah, so I didn't like longs at all. Wouldn't have really got an entry anyway, even if I did. And obviously wanted shorts, but didn't get any good looking shorts, so didn't take anything, right? So that's today done. Unfortunate, but we will come back tomorrow and see what we can see.